Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here we are again in 4.5 Studios and we're shooting another agency model here. Again, it's just test work and I had the chance to shoot with the RZ67. Now, I'm not really a film shooter and I've not been shooting film long, but the time that I have spent with the RZ67 and just shooting in film, it's been really enjoyable. Of course, people talk about, you know, having to slow down and compose your shots, and that obviously is the case because you are limited in the number of photographs you can take, and you want to make every picture count. So getting the focus right, getting the composition right, it is a much slower process, and I've been quite enjoying it. And I do really like using the waist level viewfinder. It's just quite an enjoyable experience. So I was using the 110mm 2.8. It's a 50mm equivalent, I think, in full frame terms, so it gives you a wonderful sharp image, lovely fall off in terms of depth of field, and it's just a lovely lens and camera system to shoot with. So here we are, we're just using the natural window light coming through this diffused frosted type glass. We've got a bit of fill on the left hand side with the large polyboard. On your leg? Yeah, so it's not lovely. This setup here is much flatter. The light is coming from behind and it's flattening out all of the shadows. We've got a nice soft light, it's very broad. We've got two polyboards on the left and the right, and they are adding in even more fill. So it's a very fresh, open, flat kind of look, and I just thought it works quite well. And I wanted to try a few different light setups whilst I was in the studio, not shoot everything using the exact same setup. Now in this one we've got the model against the frosted glass and we're shooting backlit, essentially soft backlight. We have got another polyboard coming in from the left that's going to be adding in a bit of fill back into the model's face, but essentially we are just using a backlit scenario and there's light bouncing all over the place, and I really quite liked the way these images came out. The model is obviously wearing all white and that kind of worked quite nicely. What was quite interesting as well is that even though I was shooting with the eye autofocus and, you know, the lighting was a little bit falling into the lens essentially, it had no problem on picking up the eye and everything was always acceptably sharp. Again, we're shooting everything on the A73 with a 51.4 using the MC11 Sigma adapter. So overall it was a nice shoot. I really enjoyed working with Andrea, lovely model, and I really enjoy this studio space. Anyway, catch you later.